So what is the take between Christian and astrology?
You can't be both.
Why? Wait, what is can be? Cause like
you can't be out there trying to represent your zodiac sign. I
never seen anybody like claim astrology as a religion.
It's not that it's a religion. It's that it's a belief in something that does not co-align with the Bible. Point blank.
Why? Like, not why, but like, how does it not?
Because having your life dictated on the stars and things outside of God and just life and the precedents that He set of life, it does not match. You can't tell me that you are this way because of stars. You are this way because of God's creation.
No, I'm saying I don't. Well, what I don't do is because I don't go around saying I get attitudes because I'm a Sagittarius. I don't never say stuff like that. What I do know is there, in my opinion, and you can say I'm wrong, there are main traits in every sign that I feel some people have, and in my opinion, it just doesn't it just can't be a coincidence. That's just me. So like, for example, Thomas, what's your sign? If you
had to guess,
would it be Virgo?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It would be.
Okay, so let's just say Virgos are very optimistic. And as I know,
are they?
I believe so.
All right. Well, then I'll tell you right now, it ain't true because this Negro.
I was just saying an example though, but I'm just saying let's just say
they were this right here, right now. Where did she come from? Where did she come from?
But look, let's just say Virgos were very optimistic, and Thomas was like very go-getting for everything. Mm-hmm. And then I met another Virgo girl or whatever. And she was go-getting everything. You would be like, that's just who she is. Or that's just who he is. But I feel like that's a coincidence if I met 5 Virgos that did the same thing Thomas did when it comes to their goals and their dreams, and they go get it, everything. That's how I feel. Now, I don't go around saying I'm finna have an attitude because I'm a Sagittarius. No. I just feel like me and some Sagittarius, I feel like for example, for a Sagittarius, it's one of our main traits is where basically, how do I explain it? It's empathetic. Like we try to see what other people come. Like if you and Thomas was beefing, I would literally try to see what he got to say, what you got to say, and there's no side pick because that's just how it is. Now I feel like most Sagittarius do that because I met Sagittarius that have done that. Like they're for everybody. They don't pick a side. For the Sagittarius I met, they'll be like, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him.
So
now, that's just my example. So that's my opinion.
So is it that you believe that God created? Do you believe that God handpicked you and created you specifically for you?
Yes.
Okay. So then, do you believe that God waited until what month is your birthday in?
November.
Do you think that God waited until November to put you out here?
Yes.
For that reason.
I believe.
So now, what if God had a purpose for you and needed something to be done in February?
He needed something to be done in February?
Yeah, by your life. What if God needed your birthday to be in February? To me,
my birthday is not in February. I'm sorry, like.
But to me, I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to. Okay, so when you put a necessity before something that God did not ordain, if God didn't preordain the day to be dictated by the sun and the night, the sun and the moon, right? If God preordained that, so we can live based off of that. God didn't preordain this is Sagittarius and they act this way. There's nothing biblical about that. That's an assumption that man made. And we can't put man-made handcuffs on what God can do. So I'm saying that if God needed something of you, and you're saying that, well, I'm a Sagittarius and that's not really in my nature.
No, I would never do that. That's what I'm saying.
But by nature, that's what we have to do.
Well,
I was born in November, so I'm this way. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What you gotta say, Mosh?
No, what I'm trying to say to piggyback off of what you're saying, like you're trying to say like what if God meant for me to be born in February? I wasn't born in February, so that means that I was not meant to be born in February. What I'm trying to say is like everybody on this earth is meant to be on this earth for whatever they're here for, and you have to figure that out with talking or getting your relationship with God. He will help you figure that out.
Wait, I think you missed it. Okay, so I'm saying that if there's a personality type that comes with being a Pisces, and I don't know these, but let's say that being a Pisces makes you more humble. Like being a Pisces makes you just the most humble person ever. God wanted you to be born in November because he needs your birthday in November. He needs you to be you. But God also wants you to be somebody humble. Two things can't be true in that case. Two things. Only one thing can be true. Is God doing what He wants to do, or are you following the astrology?
I don't get it. Because like
Thomas, do you understand?
I'm gonna be real. I just don't get it. I just feel like it's not. I mean, my opinion, and that's why I feel like when it comes to me being like, because I want to say I'm a new believer. I'm just now figuring out my relationship with God. This is why I feel like I be having my contradicting ways, because whenever I feel like I already know that God is the one and only, and I know like there's other things around this earth that I don't accept, like I do accept, but I don't follow. Like I know that there's other people that follow other gods, other religions, and I acknowledge that, but I don't make that who I am. So that's why I feel like it's so weird and it's so odd that you. Like, that's why, like, I feel like I really need to talk to somebody, because, like, it's so weird to me. Like, you really got to sit here and think the only thing, everything only God created, and it was only God. But you mean to tell me God didn't create astrology? He didn't tell that man to tell everybody about astrology? If that's what I'm saying. Like, and okay, it's not in the Bible, but people be saying, talking about the universe and crystals and stuff is crazy and it's evil.
Yeah.
But
I won't say it's evil. That's Thomas.
But that's what people say.
Yes, you did. It's on the podcast.
But like I've heard people say. Well, I've never seen it myself because I haven't looked for it. But I've heard people say in the Bible that there is information about crystals and sage, and not saying that there's been done, but it's been said, so it's been known.
Okay.
So it isn't.
Yes. So I want to address that, because the Bible is the one and only true word that we have. So I would expect things that are that strong to be mentioned. It's like saying, oh, well, gay people are in the Bible. Yeah, they are, and I would hope they would be, because it's such a strong topic that we have. To me, that makes God more real that He mentioned it in the word that He left us. So what I want to say is that, first and foremost, to really be a Christian, and this is why these people be making stuff up, and I can't get down with these apostolic churches, is that you have to believe that God wanted one thing for us to follow, and that's the Bible.
Right.
That is what it is. And when you have that mindset, then everything else changes.
What about the times where the Bible has been edited by people without pure intention? So that's why when you look at the commands that the Bible is giving, you go back to the original translation. Yeah.
Period.
Okay, and so then that part, when you do that and you follow God, and you let's just say
if you follow God, He won't be leading you down to be a Sagittarian.
No, it's not like that, bro. It's literally not. I'm not. Look, I'm gonna be real. And that's why I say, like, I don't think I'm Christian. I don't. I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't. And y'all can laugh all y'all want. I don't think I'm Christian.
Hey, be for real. No, but me neither, though.
Cause like,
but I said it differently to you. I don't think I'm Christian because I don't be following what these people be saying. They making stuff up.
That's what I'm
Christian. That's
what I'm saying. Well, all I'm saying is, bro, like, I just don't think I'm Christian because like some stuff be sounding like.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be for real because I just tell you like they told me. You're gonna only say you don't think you're Christian because what the Bible say is too true for you. Period, point blank. Because it doesn't feel good to go off of one thing.
It's not even that. It's not even that, bro.
No, but be for real. We have this one word to go off of. We have this one book that we have to go off of. Once we start adding our own theologies to it and our own ideas to it, that's when it becomes misconstrued and it becomes almost like perverted. Like we're perverting the word, and that is what He left us. And so when you start making this other stuff up, so you can't tell me that you're following God if you don't believe in the Bible. And I'm not saying that to you, but I'm just saying generally speaking, because that is what it is. Because when people be saying, oh, God spoke to me, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never heard audibly a voice of God speak to me.
When I say stuff like that, in my opinion, I feel like it's like me talking to me in the purest, like it's like the most gut feeling ever. Like
so, it's like so that would be the equivalent of like the Holy Spirit speaking directly to you, and it's an impression on your heart. Now, how do you match that impression? Because you ever had these thoughts like, man, I want to kill this man. Man, I want to fight him so
I'm
bad.
going to be real. Like, when I have those feelings, and I be like, I pray to God. I'm like, God, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Can you show me? And then I be walking, and I be like, and that it'd be like a couple hours later, that same topic pop in my head, boom, right there. So and then that's it. It'd be like, you gotta do this. You gotta do that.
So my point is the only way that God can confirm that, the only way, and these prophets is getting mad because I'm messing up their pockets now.
Right.
The only way that God can confirm what He said to you is through the Bible.
And that's how I know, because there's been times that happened. That's right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
so when I say astrology ain't real, it's because it ain't never been confirmed in the Bible. God ain't ever confirmed that you are this way because of where you were born.
When did astrology come? That's like Chinese theory. That's like,
yeah, and it's new. I'm not going based off of nothing that just happened in the past couple hundred years.
Because I know it's not a couple hundred years.
I don't know.
It's probably I think it's older than the English language.
It's probably a couple thousand.
I mean, that's cool if it's older than the English language, but like, I don't know, man. To me, so is a lot of stuff though.
All I'm saying is,
like,
man,
so is a lot of stuff. Like, I just think about like the religion of Islam. Like, you know how old being Muslim is, bro?
all I'm saying is, me being a Sagittarius shouldn't. I feel like it, in my opinion, it should not or it shouldn't contradict anything what it has to do with God.
I just don't know if it has bearing. Like, so.
Well, I'm not saying it runs my
but
life.
It's kind of like attributing, your being to the stars, instead of giving it to God.
That's what
But didn't God create the stars?
But he created the stars.
Yeah, and
So I don't think
he
God
also created snakes, and I don't mess with them Negroes.
I just don't think God would give God would give dominion over us to the stars. I feel like that God, if God wanted to make us do something, he would just do it himself. Like, he wasn't be like, all right, let me get my coworkers in here. Stars, you got it.
I just don't know, like, cause like, man,
that middleman just makes it easier.
I just feel like,
and God didn't make middleman.
Let's think about it. All those times when I know the Bible was written by people that were influenced by God or in the Holy Spirit. I'm just saying, we don't know this.
No, well, yeah, okay.
Oh, one person.
No, I mean,
No.
wrote it.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but it's not true. I was gonna say, correct your point about the Holy Spirit, but I guess Paul would have been influenced by the Holy Spirit. But I was being a nerd, so ignore what I was saying.
Okay.
Because technically, all of that Old Testament wasn't the Holy Spirit, but that's just nerd stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change your point. Keep
Okay.
going.
So, in my opinion, if all these people wrote the stories or chapters in the Bibles inspired by God, how, in my opinion, this is just me. How do we not know that God did not inspire these people to look at the stars and like, like, cause I'm just saying, look, I'm not saying I'm special, but I feel like sometimes God tells me to go to a certain place for a reason to make me feel a certain way, so I can relax or meditate or pray or whatever and discover something. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, people in blank, you have to decide what you're gonna follow.
I don't think God would tell you to look do the stars for the meaning of.
Well, listen. Some people God is. Quote, quote, quote. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I say you gotta just figure out what you're gonna follow. Because for me, I'm gonna follow the word. And I just think about like everything in the Bible. Like that's how I want to live my life.
More or less, I just feel like I'm just not Christian, or I'm not. I'm sorry.
Make it clear.
Maybe it's just because.
Why?
Because think about it. Or the best way I can explain it is it's two ways. One way is the people that are Christian are probably the worst advocates.
I'm with you on that, bro.
To try to bring you into Christianity.
That's why I say I'm not Christian for that reason.
Like whenever I try to come to God, like I swear that like even like sometimes I don't even want to talk about it right now because sometimes people really be like, oh, but do you read? But do you really read? But do you really? I'd be like, bro, like how you gonna tell me if I'm reading or not?
Yeah.
Like do you really? Like I hate when people do that. Like whenever I tell people about God, I'd be like, I'm not rushing you, but this is what I did. That's what I always do. Cause the day I figured out, or the day I found God, me and my bro, we got into it because he's into God. Like he used to live a crazy life, switched it, and then I don't live a crazy life, but you know, like I'm not a Christian. Like so, now that was crazy. That one was crazy.
Everybody know.
That one was crazy. I'm sorry, but like we kind of got into it. Like it kind of like almost broke up our friendship, and we've been friends since elementary school. So like. And then before I left though, his mama was like, she was like, baby, can you? She was like, you gotta find God for yourself, and no one else can tell you that. So when I heard her say that, I literally was when I like got kicked out of my apartment and I moved in with Thomas. Mostly every day, I would like be in the dark, reading the Bible or listening to it, crying, trying to figure out, trying to see what is what, who is who, what is the truth and what is not the truth. Because sometimes, I got a lot of, like, probably when we get off of this, it's a lot of stuff I want to talk about that I think is really weird about God and all that other stuff, in my opinion. But when I found God, that was just it. Like, I did it on my own. Nobody had to guide me. And that's the problem. People, when you try to go to people, they literally force you on it. They try to force it.
So I just want you to keep this in mind. And I get that you're saying you do read and you do feel God. The Bible is a guideline that is meant to be followed step by step. It is not a recipe where you can add your own little flavor to it. It is something to be learned from step by step. And that's all I'm saying.
Well,
I'm just saying that I do not believe that there's wiggle room in the Bible based on what's said in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you go back to the original translation, that holds up. That word is final.